Welcome to the next installment of Angry Karens. Today we're going to check out a few Karens that get what they deserve. Let's get into it. First up today, the Karen you'll see on screen here is being confronted by the father of a young boy that's basically been playing in the street and apparently just making way too much noise for this Karen. The child actually went home and told his father that the Karen was swearing and yelling and just being really rude to the young boy, so naturally that's why the father's gone to confront. At the end of the day, kids will be kids. They could definitely be doing something much more disruptive, and that's exactly why this father's gone to put Karen in her place. Let's take a look.
Hi, this is my son. Did you come outside before and start cursing at him?
No.
No, because he's saying that you came outside and you started cursing at him, and you said, you know, F this and F that. Okay, he lives right next door.
Fine.
Okay.
So
and he can.
5 years and I never had a problem with noise and skateboards.
They're children, okay? They're children,
Fine.
okay?
Right.
They're not disturbing anybody. They're not hurting anybody.
They're noisy.
They're noisy. Come on.
I think it was a car wreck that had a noise or
A car wreck? They're children. They're 10 and 11 years old. I don't think they're causing that much of a disturbance. For you to come out and start cursing at a 10-year-old.
I just said to stop,
okay?
You know, skateboard on the sidewalk.
Okay? You're an older woman. He's a 10-year-old boy. And that's how you come out and you speak to him? I think you need to grow up.
Coming up next, this is actually the aftermath of a Karen that's been completely out of line at the airport. This whole situation had actually gone on for more than 20 minutes until eventually security was called. Karen has a whole crowd watching her be arrested, and when you hear some of the things she's actually yelling out and the reactions, it is hilarious. And when you hear the reason as to why she's arrested, you'll enjoy watching Karen get a taste of this.
Yep.
Okay, I missed the first part of the story. What happened?
She was screaming and spitting on them, and then the security guard just came. She might have spit or said the N-word or something.
Okay.
So she's been yelling for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm just like
Drunk or?
I said I voted sober, you voted. No, I voted drunk, you voted sober. I had to stay in Mississippi or Alabama. I hate Alabama. And she's just like this level of hysterical the entire time.
She lost a shoe.
Next up's a bit of a mixture between an entitled Karen and, well, a Karen that gets owned. Karen's confronting this young couple. I won't spoil the reason for it, but she's super out of line. I have no idea what gives somebody the idea that this is appropriate, but look, let's just jump in and watch this satisfying ending.
Speak English very well. Call the cops. I don't care. I will. If you're harassing me, go ahead. I'm not harassing you.
Well.
Okay.
Stop. That language is not allowed in the store. If you need to go,
I'm not.
You're not welcome
harassing
here if you do that.
There you go. You're telling me
You
what
are not
language to speak.
welcome, ma'am.
You're telling me
Thank
what
you.
language to speak. Yeah, speak English.
Bye.
Don't
Ma'am,
tell
you're
me
a
what to
nerd.
do.
Bye.
Don't tell me
Bye.
Bye. Say hi to
what
everybody.
to do. You need to leave our store now. You're not welcome in our store. Okay, take the water. Have a good day.
I swear the Karen coming up seems to show several different emotions. It's a bit of a strange one. She's approaching her neighbor and has some issues with her neighbor's dog, which I won't spoil. But what I can tell you is that Karen is overly confused. A few things happen in this video that seem to throw her off. Pay attention to Karen very happily giving the dog a pat, but then making some pretty snide remarks as well. Regardless, the owner of the dog absolutely puts this Karen in her place. Let's take a look.
Hi.
Yep. When a neighbor tells you the dog is loose, that means you go out now to get it. Not. What was that? Well, now you go. Okay. And do you have a rabies certificate for the dog?
I do have a rabies certificate for the dog.
Okay, because it was foaming at the mouth.
If I'm doing something,
Well, I didn't know.
You don't need to tell me to do something now.
Well,
Yeah,
because I did not see you go out and look for the dog. The dog probably came back.
I called him, and he came back.
Okay, because I don't really trust him.
Inside. Come on.
So I'm just saying, I did not know that you had looked for him.
Inside.
So.
Coming up next gets pretty intense pretty quickly. We have a Karen at the park who obviously has her kids with her. Now, the kids have gone and been very disrespectful, probably just straight up rude and crude would be a better way to put it. So after a little while, the lady at the park that's been abused decides she's going to confront this Karen. She's not having it. However, once Karen actually gets confronted, that's when she starts to lose her mind. She throws out some pretty ridiculous threats and unfortunately just being a terrible role model. However, following the narrative of this video, it's got a satisfying ending. Let's jump in.
Did you just hear him say, hey, black people?
Get out of my face. Your kids just said, hey, black people in front of us.
Get out of my face.
Call the cops.
Call them.
What are you going to call them for?
You want the phone?
Get out of my face.
What are you You want the phone? Call them.
Your boys need to stop calling my kids black people and turds in the toilet. Teach them manners. I'm going to protect my kids. I'm going to protect my kids. Teach your kids not to talk to black people any kind of way. I'm not in your face. I'm telling you to correct your children because I'm protecting mine as well.
Yeah, and I'll have call CPS.
Call CPS. Call CPS. Your kids and so are you. Correct them. Teach them how to act in public. Because ever since we walked up,
we're going home.
Please take them home. As soon as we walked up, you guys be calling us turds. You tell your kids to have respect. Turds in the toilet. Hey, black people. Hey, black people. We're black and we're proud. And we love it. We're black and proud. Tell your children that.
You may have already seen this Karen up next, but it is too good to leave out, and this probably fits the bill for entitlement as well, especially once you hear some of her reasoning behind what she's done. I won't spoil too much, but what I will tell you is it involves a bag on the sidewalk that obviously is not Karen's. I'm honestly not sure if I've seen a Karen with a worse attitude than this. It's pretty despicable, but the young men do handle this very well. They definitely give it back to Karen here, and look, now her face is all over the internet, so let's take a look at what happens and how it all unfolds.
That doesn't matter. You don't take someone's stuff. You don't see a backpack and take someone's stuff. No, you went into someone's backpack and took money out of it. What's your name? No, you don't have to be an honest person for once. You can't just go into someone's backpack.
Okay, I gave it back.
Did you say sorry?
I'm not telling you my name. Why? My name's Sandy. You just money.
Yeah, you can't do that. No.
I'm not telling you my
You're still a scum person for stealing. You just got caught. What if we didn't catch you? What if 2 minutes later? What'd you do? Walk away with it? No, you can't just go into someone's backpack and take their cash. No, you admitted that you took his cash. You can't just take someone's cash and walk away and expect nothing to happen. Like, we're not going to do anything, but you can at least tell the camera, grow up. You took our cash. You took the money and tried leaving.
The male Karen on screen has been an absolute pain for this security. He's actually been walking around the building while being asked several times to leave. Of course, the person filming decided they didn't want to show that, but the Karen has essentially been arguing that this is a public space and he doesn't have to leave, which is just not true. It's a private building. He decides he's just going to continue to push this security guard's buttons, and eventually the police are called. Let's jump in and see how it ends.
In order to contact your security facility. What is your security company?
Sir?
What is your
Sir, are you going to comply with my request?
Yes. What is
okay,
my request is, what's the name of the security company?
What's
the name of the security company? I want to place a lawsuit and I am demanding information.
Then have your lawyer contact.
I am. Trust me.
Okay.
Trust me.
So you need to exit the building.
Yeah, we're...
Alright, that's Universal. You turn around, put your hands behind your back. This officer's going to arrest you for battery, okay?
For battery?
Yeah, relax.
He didn't batter anyone.
I got assaulted.
The last clip of today's video does somewhat fit the narrative of this video, but to be honest with you, it is just hilarious. It is a bit of an older clip, but like I said, too good to leave out. We've got this man that's basically just being a pain by blocking traffic. I'm actually not sure whether the police are contacted or whether they just happen to be close. Either way, it doesn't really matter, as this male Karen's got himself some pretty sweet moves. Let's take a look.
33rd.
doing cartwheels.
That's all we got time for today. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for daily Karen content.